Believe it or not, it was the French that used tear gas against the Germans way back in August 1914. Now the Germans responded in kind with a special chemical irritant that caused sneezing against the French in October 1914. 3 months later, in January 1915, tear gas was employed by the Germans for the first time against the Russians. It was stored in howitzer shells and fired against the Russians at Belmov. They tried again, but the freezing temperatures froze the actual liquid, and that failed to have any effect against the Russians. Not giving up though, the Germans tried with an improved tear gas concoction against the French in March 1915, again with little success. Poison gas was used by the Germans, however, at the Second Battle of the Ypres, 22nd of April 1915. This caused panic and disruption among the French and Algerian troops, who actually left the trenches, wondering what this green cloud was. They thought it was a fog to disguise troops. To their horror, they started coughing and in fits, started to run away from the fog, realising this was poisonous. The British responded in kind by releasing their own mixture of smoke and chlorine gas against the Germans. Unfortunately, the wind changed direction and all the smoke and chlorine hit the British trenches, causing more casualties than on the German side. So they needed a new gas. Phosgene was used. Now this caused less coughing, but the only problem was it caused a delayed reaction. In other words, if you breathed it in, you wouldn't cough as much, but it would damage your body 48 hours after inhalation. It's a mixture of phosgene and chlorine. It was the chlorine content that supplied as a vapour to carry the phosgene, and that's what caused the damage. Mustard gas, of course, arrived in 1917, and it was entered into service by the Russians, I believe. It was odourless, couldn't really see it. It caused blisters on the skin, internal and external. The gas just didn't hurt the troops, but it also made the trenches inhabitable for a long time, because it would soak into the soil and it would be a dangerous undertaking to clear the area of the toxins that were found in the soil. So you couldn't spend any time in those trenches or sleep there because of the irritants. The gas shocked both sides so much that in 1925 an accord was signed where they decided not to use gases at all during World Wars. So it was nasty stuff indeed. How this is going to affect the battlefield in Battlefield 1, we'll have to wait and see, but it's going to be devastating. Let me know what you think in the comments below.